maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They'll start out here with the option left. Here's Gibson on the read option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And they get... him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seattle.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Wilson will throw again.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown!
That's caught.
DK Metcalf
With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play action. It's Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They go play action with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
Washington 7. Michael Dixon, the kicker for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Too little, cut.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts, to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Third down, Wilson. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On second down, it's Carson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Jason Myers in for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Thomas brings it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A 1st down throw, Darnold. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And this time he is in.
Antonio Gibson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
A little juke, and they're running right through him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, McClory. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up, switch up.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Here's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll take it down. Shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Darnold completes it.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On second down, it's Gibson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Once more, Gibson.
They find some open field here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. On third down, Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing is Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Gibson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Gibson.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
23 yards on the play. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Now Darnold.
Rolling to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest.